Right, so going on something different, we got the props on this boat. This is no Verania, so that drives stay in the water, which leaves them prone to getting a bit of growth, a bit of marks coming on them. We can see a bit of rust coming through. The zincs are there. They're designed to be a sacrificial metal, preserve your props. But here, now we're out of the water on this boat, we're just gonna get a little soft doodle pad, and we're just gonna brush some product on the surface. So while we're doing this, we can see a reaction happening. What that's doing, it's just eating away any of that contamination that's on there, helping remove that rust, the scale, things like that on the surface, and giving us a nice clean finish on the prop. Just to make sure, you always want to make them clean, and reason being is anytime there's one barnacle, it's easier for other barnacles to jump on and start growing on them. So here we're going to give it just a light, quick scrub. And again, like I said, I like to work in small sections. So I'm going to do one section, rinse it off nice and thoroughly, spin the prop, and move on to my next section. One thing is you're going to have accelerated growth on a surface that has more traction for marine growth to bind to. So any rust, pitting, things like that, it creates an environment where it's easier for your barnacles, your algae, things like that to actually grow on the surface. So by doing this, really what we're doing is just helping remove that area where it can bind onto and giving us more just the metal finish. It's also a good way then to monitor our props. We can figure out either our zincs are towards the end of their life, so we need to replace our zincs, or we have a grounding issue, so we could see a bit of electrolysis happening. So it's just a good way to help maintain your boat in its pristine condition. And now we're done with the front, we'll start with the back. And a nice tell on the hull and bottom cleaner, when you stop seeing those white bubbles forming on the surface as it interacts, pretty much means you've killed any of the growth that was there, any of that calcium buildup, rust, stains, anything like that. And then you can give it just a quick light scrub just to finish it off and remove any of that last little bit that's there. If you have too much buildup on your props, it will hinder the performance. One thing it also do is start interfering with your seals. So whether on this one it's a dual prop. So if you have too much buildup growing in from the surface onto the edge, you can start messing around with your seals, which leads to premature failure, meaning more downtime, more servicing, costing you a little bit more money as well. But yeah, that's a nice easy way just to quickly clean up your props, get them ready for the season.